Welcome to Moments with Marianne. This is your host, Marianne Pastana, and we're here today with special guest, Cally Coombs, who's here to share with us Little River Inn. So are you looking for a coastal getaway that's also a hidden gem? Well, today's guest is here to share with us just that. So Cally Coombs grew up working in the restaurant at Little River Inn. At the age of 5, she helped the bartender polish glasses in exchange for Shirley Temples. After graduating from Columbia University, Cally lived all over the United States, waiting tables and bartending, always returning to Little River Inn to help run the family business. Back home for good since 2003, she has become the 5th-generation innkeeper of Little River Inn. Cally is a board member of several local nonprofits, including the Mendocino County Tourism Commission and the Mendocino Area Parks Association. She is passionate about growing the local economy while preserving the Mendocino lifestyle. Cally also holds the 2011 CHLA Outstanding General Manager Award and the California Line Caught Record for the Canary Rockfish. So welcome to the show, Cally Coombs.
Thank you, Marianne. Great to be here.
Oh my goodness, what an honor it is to have you here and to talk about this place. I am just over the moon wowed by this picturesque location that Little River Inn is in. Can you share a little bit about the location with us?
Well, we are on the North Coast, just a couple miles south of the town of Mendocino, right on the ocean. My great-great-grandfather settled here back in the 1850s, and I like to think he was one of the first, so he picked the best spot.
So I understand that you're the 5th-generation innkeeper there?
I am 5th generation. We've been at it for a long time.
Oh my gosh. I know on your website it says over 80 years of family hospitality. So is this something that you grew up in?
Yeah, I started working in the restaurant when I was 5, so I've been doing it a long time, as have most of my family. So yes.
Well, what a historic, not only your family history, but the location itself. And can you share a little bit about that history with us? I mean, has the Little River Inn evolved over time?
The first 2 generations were in lumber, and then in 1939, my grandparents turned it into Little River Inn. So 85 years in hospitality. Though back in the day, there weren't any inns. So the first 2 generations definitely took care of people as well, travelers.
Well, why don't you share with us some of the amenities? Because, I mean, besides having ocean views that are astounding, I mean, I understand you guys have a golf course and an amazing restaurant.
Yeah, we have all of those things. Every room has an ocean view. Some have private hot tubs. A lot of them have jacuzzi tubs, fireplaces. There's a wide range of amenities in the room itself. The golf course is like an old style links golf course. It's Audubon certified, which means we have a lot of nature corridors. We use reclaimed water. It makes it a little tricky to play. You have to kind of keep your ball in bounds or you will lose it, but it comes with a lot of payoff because there's just so many deer and other kinds of wildlife. We actually have a spotting sheet, down when you get back to the pro shop, you can list all the animals you saw, and they are very diverse. We do have a spa that is mainly for guests, so it's pretty quiet and private. And then I like to think our restaurant and bar are the heart of the whole place, because back in the beginning, the bar was also the office. So it's really where my grandfather held court. And to this day, it's where everybody meets. It's like half locals, half tourists. So you really get to feel like you're part of the place, even if you're just a visitor.
Oh my goodness. Just being part of something so historic and in such a beautiful location. I'm sure people come there all the time to just kind of get away.
They do. A lot of people come every year or twice a year. They really feel like this is where they come to re-energize and find themselves again and get ready to go back to where most people live.
Well, why don't you share about your restaurant with us? Because I was looking at your menu. My goodness, what a great menu you guys have.
Oh, we do, and we have a new chef. I mean, it really goes back to my grandfather. If it was there for the taking from abalone to huckleberries, he took it and brought it into the restaurant, and I kind of inherited that from him, foraging and preserving food. And Chef Sebastian is really a kindred spirit in along those lines. So he makes house cured pastrami, for example, and he uses the rendered fat and makes tallow candles that you light and then dip your bread in. And just from local mushrooms to the fresh seafood, obviously from Noyo Harbor. It's just really fun to work with somebody that loves the local ingredients as much as I do.
Well, on that note, we're going to pause here for a quick break. We've been speaking with Cally Coombs in regards to the Little River Inn. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors.
Are you an author, speaker, or expert who is looking for more publicity? Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up for free interview requests from shows looking for guests. Radio Guest List is the #1 free booking resource for radio, podcasts, and TV talk shows who are looking for experts like you right now. Visit radioguestlist.com and sign up today to get the visibility you deserve.
There comes a moment when you realize you're somewhere special. When you discover that each beautiful creature that you see has been rescued from a life of absolute horror and brought to this incredibly free place. Here's where their lives were forever changed and where yours will as well. Discover over 500 tigers, bears, and lions at the brand new visitor center at the Wild Animal Sanctuary just outside Denver. For more information, visit wildanimalsanctuary.org. Discover true freedom at the Wild Animal Sanctuary.
It's one thing to become attached to your perfect home, but what do you do when that home becomes attached to you? A family in dire need of a fresh start, a mysterious house tied to the past. Buried deep within the foundation of the old Far Hill Manor lies a centuries-old secret. Dark forces or something stronger just waiting to be discovered. Caretaker, a supernatural thriller by breakout authors R.J. Halpert.
Internationally recognized and award-winning author Judy Goodman works and teaches outside the box of limited thinking. Working with people from every walk of life, her goal is to empower you to be the best you can be, no matter what the challenge is. Born with the gift of seeing beyond our normal vision, she has an extraordinary gift of working with every challenge. Teaching beyond conventional wisdom, her work is described as life-changing. Visit judygoodman.com. That's judygoodman.com.
I'd like to thank Jason Eastwood at Guitarfulness for sharing his inspiring music and talent with us. His music is known worldwide for cultivating atmospheres of harmony, inner peace, and clarity. Visit Jason's website at guitarfulness.com. Join his newsletter, be part of his community, and download his music. Welcome back to Moments with Marianne. We're here today with special guest, Cally Coombs, who's here to share with us Little River Inn. Are there options for people to play tennis or maybe even kayaking nearby?
We do have tennis courts, and there's a private trail down to the beach where you can go sea kayaking and go through the sea caves. And Van Dam State Beach, the little cove there, is really protected. So it's one of the best places to dive or sea kayak, or just it's really safe and beautiful, of course.
Yeah, how astounding is that? And so is this place, I mean, I could see people running away and like authors taking off and just spending weeks on end writing, astounding novels here, or people getting away for their honeymoons or having weddings and meetings there. So is this ideal for the whole entire family?
That's funny. Yes, all of those things happen. Some of the rooms are private cottages, and the ones on the west side of the highway with the private hot tubs, those are definitely more conducive for the honeymoons, as you say. There's a lot of people come and say that they were conceived at Little River Inn. I always love that. And then on the main property, we do have rooms with 2 beds, which is kind of unusual here for this neck of the woods. So we're very well adapted for families. We're very family friendly. So yeah, something for everybody.
So let's talk about your event space. Do you have weddings there as well, and often like corporate meetings, those kind of things?
Yeah, the convention space has a full wall of western facing doors, that have glass, so you get to kind of zone out on the ocean. Hopefully, you can pay attention to your meeting because the view is really spectacular. Weddings, most of the ceremonies we do actually cliffside, so you're right on the ocean, which makes just amazing pictures, as you can imagine. And what's really popular right now are micro weddings. People are just getting their best, fondest people and in smaller groups, and have been really fun to do because they're more personal, and you can just make them more bespoke to the couple.
Okay, so you're gonna have to help me with this one because I'm reading it and it's making my mind hurt. So, you know, so the restaurant, I have it noted here that the restaurant is helmed by CIA trained executive chef Mark Dim. Is that correct?
Well, Mark is my ex-husband, and yes, he is CIA trained, the one in New York, and he still is the kind of overseer of the restaurant. Sebastian is the chef de cuisine and does all the daily menus and brainstorming.
Okay, so there's no espionage, searching
Oh,
out
that's
happening there.
no, Culinary Institute of America.
Oh my goodness. Well, the cuisine is something that is being talked about so much. And you know what? That really makes a place. A lot of times, people also remember the beautiful views and just the amenities a place has. And to put the cherry on the top, to have such a wonderful restaurant and chef. I mean, what a great combination that is.
It's really fun to have a chef-driven restaurant in a hotel. I think it's unusual for a hotel, but it's like I said, I grew up in the restaurant, so it really for me is the reason I go to work every day, I guess you could say.
I bet. I bet. Well, and I understand that you have some different kind of offerings or specials going on. I'd love to hear about those.
Oh, well, my favorite things are all the events that are coming up. The Cioppino dinner is the first one in line, and this is one of those things that takes a community. So locals, including me, catch the fish and the crab, and then this is going to be a lot of a lot of seafood, obviously, but a lot of giveaways and auction items, and it's just a really, really fun night that supports the local sport teams for the kids, but of course, getting the grown-ups to have a good time and doing that is always really fun. So after that comes the whale festivals. And what I love about the whale festivals is that there's truly something for everybody because there's a lot of educational programs that are wonderful for both adults and kids. So it's really great time for families to visit the coast. And then also there's I hold the margarita contest. So that's definitely for grown-ups only. But we have professional judges, and then the attendees also get to be the judges for the People's Choice.
And then you have Valentine's Day and just like getaway specials as well, I heard.
Yeah, this time of year is great for the specials. And you know what I love about this time of year is that the weather is either beautiful, clear days, sunny, almost t-shirt weather, or you get the really dramatic storms, which I know on the news it always, makes it seem like you shouldn't come here, but actually the storms are amazing. And you can just hunker down in your room with the fireplace and get room service and just watch the drama of the ocean unfold. I love that.
I'm looking at where I can make my reservation right now because that sounds awesome. Well, and I know you're saving the best for last, or almost last, but I definitely want to talk about Winter on the Coast special.
Yeah, again, I mean, that's just all about it's almost like the locals feel like we get the town back a little bit in the wintertime. So it's much more relaxed and not as many people, but at the same time, it's when we can really bring out all the things that we love. So, yeah, and enjoying the weather and the walks on the beach. And most of us live here because of the parks and the beaches and the beauty. And being able to share that with people is really wonderful.
Yeah, what a great deal. And I little birdies tell me all sorts of wonderful things. So I understand that this special goes through February 28th with discounts $25 to $75 off rooms. And it's Sunday through Thursday, excluding holidays. And people can use the code STORM25 when booking. Did I get that right?
You did. Thank you.
Well, another package I love is the Puppy Love package. And my goodness, how great it is to have our pets with us. And not only that, but I understand that there are special meals that are provided for our pets and treats and everything that we need for a getaway. Can you share a little bit about that with us?
Oh my goodness, we are so pet friendly. We have about a third of our rooms are pet friendly. When we do big events like Puppy Palooza is coming up in April, then we'll open up more of our rooms for pets and animals. We have brand new installed doggy dining cabanas in our garden. So you can, when you make a reservation with your pet as an inn guest, then you have your own little private cabana that you can bring your dog or cat or lizard, whatever you like. And,
But it's nice to know that people can bring their pets and have their pets there as well. Now, do people often go, are there vineyards around where they can go wine tasting as well?
you go through the vineyards on your way here. So they're about a 40-minute drive. So getting here is absolutely stunning. You go through the vineyards and then you go through the redwoods and then you open up onto the Pacific Ocean. So it's absolutely a gorgeous drive. I would recommend there is a service that will take you wine tasting safely. And it is a great, fun way to experience the Anderson Valley.
Well, I know on your website, littleriverinn.com, you share so much of the different options that people can enjoy in just the area. One of them is wine cave tours. You also have the wine tour package. For Valentine's Day, you have listed the ultimate romance package. There's a crabbing adventure package when I believe that's in season, and the adventure package as well. There's so much to do there, and we won't go through it all. Oh my goodness, we don't have enough time for all that. But make sure to visit littleriverinn.com and check out their packages so you can learn about all the great adventures you can start planning today. Cally, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the show with us here today.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you, Cally. It's been such an honor to spend this time with you and to talk about Little River Inn. Make sure to visit littleriverinn.com to book your getaway and to learn more about all of the great amenities that they have. Well, we're at the end of our time today. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. You've been listening to Moments with Marianne, where we make every moment count.
In a single moment, your life can change. Moments with Marianne is a transformative hour that covers an endless array of topics with the best of the best. Her guests are leaders in their fields, ranging from inspirational authors, top industry leaders, and business and spiritual entrepreneurs. Each guest is gifted and a true visionary, a recognized leader in her own work, and while teaching others to develop, refocus, and grow, Marianne will bring the best guest and sometimes a special surprise. Don't miss this. You never know just which moment will change your life forever. Make sure to tune in and visit momentswithmarianne.com for more information.